It was the night after Christmas and all through the trailer. My RC had gone flat and my moon pie was staler. The tube socks hung empty, no candy or toys. And I was camped out in my old lazy boy. Kids weren't talking to me or my wife. Worst Christmas they said they'd had in their entire life. Well, my wife couldn't argue and neither could I. So I watched TV and my wife, she just cried. Went out in the yard, the dogs started barking. I stood up and looked and I saw Sheriff Larkin. He yelled, "Roy, I'm sworn to uphold the law, and I got a complaint here from a feller named Claus." "Claus? I don't know nobody named Claus, and Sheriff, you ain't taking me in without probable cause." Then the sheriff said the man said he was shot at last night. I said, "Well, that might have been me. Just what's he look like?" "Well, he's a jolly old feller with a beer gut belly that shakes when he laughs like a bowl full of jelly. He sports a long beard and a nose like a cherry." I laughed and said, "Sheriff, that sounds like my wife's sister Sherry." "No time for jokes, Roy," the sheriff he said. "Man I'm describing is dressed all in red. I'm here for the truth, now it's time to come clean. You tell me what you done, boy. You tell me what you seen." Well, I started to lie, and then I thought, oh well, wouldn't be the first time I spent New Year's in jail. I said, "Sheriff, it happened last night about 10. I thought my wife Earlene had been drinking again. When she walked in the front door, she was quiet as a ghost. I thought maybe she'd seen one of them UFOs. But she said a bunch of deer just flown over her head and stopped on the roof of our good neighbor Red. Well, I ran out to look, and the sight made me shudder. A freezer full of venison right there on Red's gutter. Well, my hands were shaking as I grabbed for my gun. When out of Red's chimney, this old fella, he run. And slung on his back was a bag overflowing. I thought he'd stolen Red's stuff while Red was out bowling. So I yelled, "Drop it, fat boy, hands up in the air." But he went about his business, Sheriff, like he didn't care. So I popped a warning shot over his head. Well, he dropped that bag, and he jumped in that sled. And as he flew off, I heard him extort, "That's assault with intent, Roy. I'll see you in court."